Alright, welcome back to the channel. Here I am, just putting some stickers on this Zaku 2, and I wanted to do a live video earlier. I couldn't do a live stream. I don't have 50 subscribers yet, so apparently that's something YouTube requires, is you have at least 50 subscribers to do a live video, so I can't do that yet. So I figured I'll do a quick little Wednesday video to put out there midweek, to kind of keep the flow going of updates going and whatever. But I want to focus on 2024 real quick. I know I got into the Gunpla game pretty late within 2024, and so I've only built, I think, between this kit and the one you see in the background, 14 is what I've done so far. And I quite like this hobby, so I want to keep doing this. As for the YouTube channel, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to move forward with this channel and what to do on it outside of, build compilations and build reviews. I know I got to do some work on build reviews. I know the last one I did, or the last couple I've done, aren't to... I'm not sure if there's a defined standard out there, but if there were, I'm not entirely certain they're up to any particular standard. So I'm trying to work on getting those to be a little bit better. With that, that's where 2025 comes into play, is I just recently purchased some equipment that may help with that, prevent the audio or the video from being shaky, or actually the video from being shaky, because I know that on the last couple of videos, or on the videos that I've got so far, the video is actually quite shaky. And that's because I'm using this flexible arm off of the, that's not going to fit there, that's not going to go there. I'm using this flexible arm off of this ring light that's sitting above, right up here somewhere. I don't want to move this because it gets all weird. But I'm using that, and though it works, it doesn't allow for any real stability. It actually takes away from it and causes a lot of issues. I think it takes away from the actual video itself and doesn't actually present these videos in such a great way. The second thing is I got a different arm in place, or ordered, that's a lot more stable, or should be a lot more stable. So I'm going to set that up. I think I'm getting that tomorrow, so I'm going to set that up either tomorrow evening or Friday, and work with it moving forward instead of this little flexible arm that came with this ring light. Secondly, I've got a Bluetooth lapel mic that I ordered to go with my iPhone until I can get a better audio or video capturing system. Or not, I'm not sure, but I know I've got a lapel mic coming on its way, and that'll be here tomorrow too. And that's going to help with, I hope, better audio quality versus what we're getting right now with these videos. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's probably not where they belong, but there's nothing that indicates where they belong. So that's kind of my plan moving forward, is getting better audio equipment and getting a better stand for video. That way it's not as shaky, and I can actually move the mic phone around using the camera and to get different angles without having to unattach it from the swivel arm, or this little flexible arm, and I can actually, move it on its base and swivel it around and get different shots and different perspectives. So that'll be nice to have that. And then of course with the lapel mic, I'm gonna have that ability to wirelessly transmit instead of having this, USB mic attached to my iPhone as I'm recording, and praying that it records audio. I've done one or two video where it didn't record because the knob was, the volume adjustment was all the way down to the lowest setting, which I don't really get why it's not marked correctly. Anyway, so beyond that, in 2025, I'm actually going to be building a new computer to, not just for gaming purposes, but to render video. Right now I've got a 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro with the Core i9 9900. I don't think it's a K. It probably is a K. Knowing Apple, they probably put the K in there, but you can't do anything with it, or the HK or H, whatever it is. And then it's got 32 gigs of RAM and a terabyte SSD with a Radeon RX 5500 with 4 gigs of VRAM, I think, for maybe 8, I can't remember, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to be replacing that at the end of the month with a custom build, because that's where I started. It was a custom build. And I'm going to do a custom build with a Intel Core i7 12700K with enclosed by a Thermaltake VU380 with a Thermaltake was it 360 V2 liquid cooling system, an MSI Victus or Ventus or whatever it's called, 4070 3 fan, 64 gigs of RAM, and a 2 terabyte storage drive for things like this, for projects like this, so I can go ahead and capture video and have enough space for it instead of having to worry about running out of space on my current MacBook. So that'll be built in the end of January. Yeah. So where does this leave me for, this channel? Well, same as I've been doing. I'm going to work on creating better content and buying the tools that are going to help me create better content. As I've said before, I'm not really doing this for money. I'm doing this to kind of, I wouldn't say grow the community. The community's already grown, but have another outlet for the community, have another way to communicate and to collaborate and to talk and to have discussions. So that's kind of my objective here. And if money does come into play, then, great, but I'm not seeking it. But I am wanting to grow the channel in 2025. I am wanting to come up with different ideas. I got a few people that I know or that I might want to collaborate with and to have discussions with. So how Linus Tech Tips does a WAN show. I was kind of doing a collaboration video with a couple of local builders or people that have been doing this over Zoom or whatever, or whatever it may be. So I had that idea. I can't say that it'll actually happen, but I'm thinking I could try to do that in the later half of 2025. But with 2025, I'm also going to get more into painting, and it took me a while to decide which way I wanted to go with that, either airbrush or hand. And truth be told, I don't have a place at the moment where I can actually do that. My garage is sufficient. However, my garage is occupied by an older car. My son also uses it for his media recording with his guitar, and it just wouldn't be the best place to have an airbrush set up and move all that stuff around when I want to use it and put it away when I don't want to use it. I kind of want to just set up a station where I could just leave everything and come back to it later. So I'm gonna go with the hand painting route. And with the hand painting route, I've done some research on what people have used, what they've done with stuff, how they effectively hand painted these Gundams and mobile suit kits, and I made the choice to go hand painted. So that's the direction I'm going to go, and I'm going to stick with that direction. I'm pretty happy with that thought process. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. with the kit builds, I'm actually going to invest more into these, not the Zaku's, although I do like this design. I'm going to probably purchase a lot more high grades, not because they're cheap, though they are, but because they're quicker to build. I don't feel so bad with painting these because, you know, they're not a $50 or $60 kit where I'm like, well, I screwed up the paint. I gotta go redo this crap, or I gotta take some kind of lacquer or something to thin the paint, and then that ruins the plastic. And I don't want to start testing all that stuff out on real grades or master grades. So I want to buy more high grades and start working on those and testing techniques with them and seeing what I could do with that. And, you know, I've seen, hell, even today I saw somebody in a Facebook group who put a picture up of somebody who customized the high grade heavy arms from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, and that looked amazing. And so I know with high grades, if you take the time to really work with them, fill in these little gaps and stuff, and really take your time to clean up the plastic and make it really something. And these high grades can go from this little plasticky, shiny kit out of the box to some flashy, phenomenal kit that you wouldn't know otherwise unless, you know, somebody were to tell you. So that's kind of what I want to do, is get a lot more of these high grades, because I don't feel so bad if I were to practice on a couple of these and they got messed up, or trying new techniques on these and you know, if they get messed up, or I feel pretty bad about an $80 kit and that happened to, I might feel a little bit of remorse and regret, a lot of regret that way. So, yeah, I'm going to be buying a lot more high grades. I got a few right now. I got a Goof Custom. I got another Zaku 2. I think I got a Warrior or something. That's kind of, I don't remember. I know I've got quite a few others. I got Ariel. I've got another knockoff of Ariel, but I don't know if I'm going to buy any more knockoffs. After some of the stuff I've heard from people about knockoffs, I'm kind of steering clear of those, or going to try to. But if I'm going to paint them, that might be a different story. Because I don't want to take that GSI Gundam marker to them and then they melt. That would suck. You know, money's money still at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I mean, I got plenty of things I want to do, and to keep me busy, and to build this channel with, and to really just start improving on this craft and really enjoying it. You know, I've been, you know, I just got into this as a kit building, but I've been a fan of Gundam since, well, Gundam Wing hit Toonami in the States way back when. You know, that was, I was in early in high school when that happened. And so here I am 20 some odd years later, still a fan of Gundam, and I never thought to build the kits because I thought they were too hard, too complicated. You have to glue them. A lot of my experience as a child building models and F-14 Tomcats, F-18s, and all that stuff with my dad, that kind of detracted me or deterred me from building kits. But when I built my first two kits, that Leo and the heavy arms high grades, I knew that this is a much different style of kit building, and I really like it. It's not that it's easier, but it makes... I think what Bandai did here was make the whole process a lot more enjoyable. And for those kit builders that do this stuff with, you know, the models that you have to glue together and get all those intricate details, and that's fine. I mean, more power to. I'm not dissing them in any way, form, or fashion, but that is just not my style. This is my style, and it helps because I'm able to build kits like this, kits that I grew up watching, you know, on Toonami, trying to use pirating videos through torrents, and, you know, getting Japanese imports. I'm watching them at my friend's house, you know, on the early days of torrents. I mean, and now that I'm closer to it, well, actually I'm turning 40 soon, and so now that I'm 40, I want to really enjoy, you know, the stuff that I haven't been able to really enjoy over the past 15 years since I've been, you know, growing up. My career has been important to me. It still is. raising children and make sure that they're okay and get them to a point where they're self-sufficient. Now that they are, I want to be able to invest in me and my time and really start to do stuff like this and enjoy it. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of my plans. Like I said, buy more kits, buy more master grades, buy more, a lot more high grades. See my camera shaky. Get a better setup in here, so that way I can get better quality video. Start hand painting certain kits and see how that works out. Get invested in more videos, different styles of videos, much different content. Build a better machine, and just really invest a lot into this hobby. But anyway, at the end of this, for those of you who do watch this or watch this and haven't subscribed yet, please, like these videos, subscribe. I'd like to get beyond 50 so I can start doing some live streaming, so I can get those individuals to come over and I can collaborate with them and whatever it may be. So every subscriber helps. That way, we can really just grow this channel and communicate together and just grow as a fan base even more so than we have, or whatever it may be. I know this fan base is worldwide, so who am I kidding? It wouldn't really help grow, but it'd be another outlet. So let's just put it that way. It'd be another outlet. So anyway, with that said, I guess in this video, I'm going to go back in my house and think about my build for this weekend, which I think I'm leaning towards the Master Grade RX 782 Origin. So I'm going to probably start building that on Friday, finish it up on Saturday, and work on getting the video for that started Saturday evening and finished on Sunday for either deployment on Sunday or early Monday. So keep an eye out for that one. And I'm going to go and link the video wherever it's going to end up. It's either going to end up like right over here or somewhere. I'm going to try to link that video for the which kit is it. So that way, if y'all haven't seen that yet, y'all can. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch y'all next time.